going, peeps? Welcome back to Snail TV. We'll start off with the booster cart. What we've done. So I've just mounted the gauge up, the wideband sensor gauge up on the dash there. We can wire it up into the ECU as well, but just for now we'll have it up here just so I can do a bit of road tuning on it, and we'll get it to work. So that's no problem. That's the way I sort of like it. Then I can put it all into my individual. After it's tuned, then we'll get a wideband sensor, and I can actually wire it straight into the ECU, just for normal driving. So that's what that's up. So what we've done is finish up the sensor, wired it down, cleaned up a heaps of wiring, and we have also the gear selector switch and also the speed sensor down there, wired that into the dash. So all I need to do now is enter the settings and get it to work. Really happy with that. Easy to hook up, so hopefully it can we can see first to 6th gear on the dash, and also obviously speed. If not, we can always use a GPS signal, so that's fine. So that's where this is up at the moment. I have screwed all the pods on nicely, just tapped in little M5s on either one. Everything's working. Little M5s, and yeah, the pods ain't gone anywhere now, so they weren't screwed on before. So that's everything there is ready to go. We're just doing rear sprocket. That's what we are actually up to, is getting rear sprocket done. So yeah, now onto this thing. So as I said, that I'm waiting on some parts to come, and I have to mount the front. So I thought I'd just I just had these ideas of, they just come to my head, I need to do it, so that's what we're doing. So I have the dash out, old school 1976 Civic dash, and there your crazy gauges there. Nothing to, you know, it's no Lamborghini, but it gets the job done. So that's your digital dash there, touchscreen. So we need to mount that into this. So I have a idea is that there is in a custom closure. Alright, so what I'm going to do is take this apart, and that custom closure, we are actually going to fiberglass this into this. Then from the back of it, we can put the screen back in. Obviously once it's all taken apart, then we put the screen back in, and then it will look like a one-piece unit, not just mounted in there, you know, 3 bolts, couple of bolts, whatever. You know, like all these places sell these like these beveled plate, you know, bit of plastic, and then mount the dash in. We're actually going to fiberglass it in and actually paint it up, make it look $1,000,000. Same with the dash. We'll actually restore the dash. Probably, as I said to you, I'm probably going to flock the dash and get it just to back, just the, you know, just a more of a race dash sort of thing. I don't want to get away from the painted fiberglass look that we did have before. You know, too much show car. It's not a show car. It's you know, I want to try to get more race dash. Obviously we've got to fill up all these bits and pieces as well, and join up the bottom, move over the console as well. We're going to recut out this a bit at the front, but our main thing, I just have these ideas. So my main thing is to mount this around, because all these LEDs are all cut out for it as well. Actually in here we'll need to cut out, do whatever we do, mount it in, and mount it back from behind. So first things first is put this up, and the actual that piece there, this is an old dash, can actually come off 3 M6s, gets this cluster off. Nice and easy. Push them in. This has all got cutouts, so it's nice and easy. And here we have, there. So that's what we got. So we can just take out everything we don't want in there. That's what we got. That's actually what the actual gauge cluster is. So my next thing is to take everything out of here and take apart the dash over here. Take apart this thing, take all the internals out, store it away. Don't want to damage the screen or anything like that. And also then grind off all the paint off it. I reckon it's an alloy. I'm pretty sure it's alloy. It's not heavy. Let's just double check. Magnet. Yep, so magnet. Sticks are there. Don't stick to there. So it's alloy. So alloy, so that's fine. So we just yeah, grind it back to what we want. We can actually even make the alloy plate fit nice in there, just so then it's easier for something to fiberglass to, and then obviously wreck up the alloy, and then we can actually fiberglass it in, fiberglass everything. So it's easy stuff, and yeah, make it come alive in the 21st century, you know. So that'll be nice there. The only thing that we need to do is SD card slot. Make sure we can either access that or have it running somewhere else. So that there is what all the information comes out from. Those on the back, there's no worries, but the SD card slot's the only problem. So if we can get it mounted, you know, it's literally the exactly same size. You have a look at it from the side, and it's literally exactly the same size. So I'll probably end up cutting, you know, the top out of here, and just to get it up, actually fitting up in there. And I would just love the screen to fit in here nicely. So yeah, that's what we're up to. Obviously also we'll need to put, I want to drive this on the street, so I need to put 2 LEDs on here as well for indicators. Not going to worry about anything else. Only thing we've got is high beam, don't really care about that, like oil light, all that stuff. That there's all on the screen. All the information, park brake, don't give a shit about that. And yeah, all that stuff. So charge light, so battery voltage is going to be on here as well. So yeah, that's what we're up to. So that is our new dash for the 76 Civic. So that's what it looks on the insides. So you know, it's pretty cool. All right, this is what we've demolitioned. I just noticed when we were cutting it, we had to cut a hole in the top. How not straight the top is. It's got a massive bend in it. So I think the sun stuffed it up a little bit. Not my sun, the sun, as in the heat sun. Yeah, so we had to cut a hole in the top just so then it could fit, which is no biggie. It's actually going to be better, so then we can actually get some glass on it as well. We'll get all that all nice and smooth. So that's pretty much how we've ended up with. We still want to have the lip on it, just so then obviously the sunshade, it will make it look a bit better inside. So if I just pop that in, I'll show you how it's going to look. Pretty much like that. still see the shift lights. That there, that pretty much like that is what I see. So I can still see all the shift lights up there. That there, the top here, I might just curve it a little bit when we go to fiberglass it, just so then we can see a little bit more on the top on the shift lights. The actual screen itself, I can see everything, which is awesome. So we can't get to the SD card and we can't get to the USB port. No biggie, because we can get extenders, so we can just plug the SD card into there and the USB cord, and also have like an SD card and USB out wherever we want, out on the dash, yeah, or here somewhere. But I'd rather have it actually out on the actual on this dash here, so we can have like the SD card and USB port here, you know. So that's no biggie. So I think that's pretty much what we're going to go with, and everything else looks like it's going to fit, and it will fit back in here. Just 2 seconds. All right, there we go. So we have the dash in the dash, obviously. So the only other thing I haven't got is the bottom mounting plate, which bolts up to, there's a couple of bits in there that it bolts up to and slides in these back slots at the back. Don't need them as yet, so that's fine. Yeah, so I think that's looking real nice. The bottom shroud, that'll be all nicely glassed anyway, and that'll be all glassed to fill in either side. All same thing, we're going to flock it anyway, and we'll make that on the top there go with the actual, not as much as that top of the dash, but just a little bit anyway. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. So we just got to smooth everything down and get rid of all this paint, take the EMS sticker off. I'll try to reuse that. We'll put it back just on there for their name branding, and yeah, we'll got to get the SD card and USB port so we can extend them, and as I said, we'll have them down somewhere here or wherever really, but it doesn't matter, or in the center, you know. Just with the center here is probably going to have the start button and ignition switch probably anyway, so I might put that next to that, you know. So USB won't use it as much. USB only for I think it's live data logging anyway. SD, everything comes through the SD card. You upload the new software, data logging, everything goes through the SD card. So instead of on the side of the dash, it's just going to be here. So I'm pretty stoked with how that's going to look. Let me know what you guys think. Obviously that's all going to be nice and smooth now, and the whole dash will end up flocking the whole dash. I'm not sure about the standard tray, if I should keep the ashtray in here. Just not sure if I should just keep it more old school looking, or we should delete that entirely. I don't like the old wood grain look, I hate that, so that's going to go anyway. But yeah, I'm not sure if you guys did see in any of my, I don't think I did show it in my videos, but I did have another one of these dashes obviously in this car, and it was all fiberglassed with a TV in the center, more like, you know, show car look. Did look really nice, and a lot of work went into it as well, but yeah, we're not going for that on this one. So this one's going to be more of a race look. Obviously the dash in the top, I did have a small dash in the old one as well, but this one here is a nice dash. The other one was just a cheap eBay thing, which did the job, but this one here is a lot better. Go straight into the ECU that's going to be on here, and yeah, so pretty keen on that. Yeah, so thing now is clean everything up, and yeah, we'll go from there, boys. All right, so I'll get this done, and yeah, I'll come back to you. See you later.